Hello everyone, Larcenies is here and welcome back to another game breakdown. Let's begin. Today we're breaking down SteamWorld Quest, a RPG card game. Yes, that's right, a RPG card game. It's a mix of Slay the Spire and a turn-based game. It's really for me. Yes, this is me being biased. It's really cool. Really cool game. It's $25 on the Nintendo Stores at the moment. So let's get to battle and let's just show you. Sorry for the audio. For some reason, this got started echoing, so I kind of cut it out. So, what is this game? It is a turn-based card RPG. In a sense, like it's pretty much exactly what you see. You have your energy, which is on top in the top middle, which is those little gears. You have your characters, and you don't pretty much you play cards. You Now you play cards depending on how much energy you have, or depending on what type of synergy you want. If you do three of the same kind of cards for the same hero, they'll do like a special attack. Like right here, that's the last fourth attack was his special, like a special ability that he's able to do when he plays four of the same cards. Now all three of these characters do this. They don't do the same thing. They have the same mechanic. You play three of the cards, they'll do something different. Like I said, the mage, if you do three of hers, like right now, she'll do her attacks, and then at the end, she'll do like a like not a multi heal, like I guess I call it like a multi protect. If anything, like it'll protect them for future damage. If anything else, the 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 warrior does like a self heal with like a little bit of damage, and the little frog, well, the big frog, I should say, he does like this, like a very mediocre uh heal that's not really that great. But it depends on what you want. I think it does damage resist. Now, like I said, when you play the whole game, I haven't played it like that. I only play like maybe like 4 or 5 hours of this game. It's been really hooked. The game is very simple to understand. It is not easy, even though it does look it. It has challenging ramps. It's very difficult. Like I said, the only problem is in the beginning. It's a little slow because, like I said, the cards are very mediocre. It's not that flashy at the moment, but it's still very fun to play. And like I said, I find it very addicting, especially when you get more cards. That's when the cards once the game starts opening up. Now, when you get different weapons for the characters, they do different moves at the end. So if you do like three of the multiple moves, they'll do like a different end off depending on what weapon they have. At the moment, I think my frog does like a water blast. My knight does like some type of like a strike that makes people bleed. And so far, and then my healer, she still has, well, my mage, she still has like that bubble that protects people because it's really good, and I can't live without it, honestly. But it's this game. It's really fun. Like I said, SteamWorld in general has been making a lot of random games. Like I said, they had like the SteamWorld Metrovania, like platforming type of game, which is really good, surprisingly. Very challenging, very addicting, very good art style, and very interesting world. Then they had SteamWorld Heist, was like some type of pirate adventure where like getting in robots, and they're like pirate robots, and they gotta like ricochet and do all these other crazy stuff, and it's like turn based, like shooter type of thing. And then now they have this RPG card game. So this game has been like very, like I said, they're all different types, but they've been very experimental with their cards, with their or not the cards, with their they've been very experimental with the game genres. They've been going all over the place. There's never been like this strict, like, oh, this is the one path. They've been doing multiple different types of games. And when I heard that they were doing an RPG card game, I was excited. Now, before I continue, I do have to let you know that I did get this game for free as a key. I'm not sponsored in no type of way, but I just thought to let you know, even though it was a middle video, and I do apologize, but I just thought, to let people know, just let them know. Now, the game also has like this Dark Souls mechanic as well. Like, I don't know if you just noticed, but there's like a knight that just passed by, like a statue knight. Now, if you use that, it's like a full heal. You're fully healed, you're good to go. But if you use it and you're fully healed, all the enemies come back. Now, the bad thing about that is like the enemies come back, they're hard, the blah blah. The good thing is, like I said, you get experience. Uh, you get more experience. On top of that, you get more materials for the future dates. So that's always good. Like I said, as you see in the combat, this is pretty much the way it goes. You go, they go. Typical turn-based type of card game. Like I said, they have their bosses, mini bosses. The game is very linear with like a little bit of like you can go your own path, but it's mostly like a linear map. It's not like an open world. It's not gonna take like this game probably will take you maybe if you book it probably 30 hours a beat, give or take. Depends on your like how fast you wanna rush it. But like this game has a lot of content. Like I said, it has a lot of cards, and I'm curious. I'm looking forward to seeing what it has in the future. Like I said, I've only been playing give or take like maybe like a few hours, and just scratched the more interesting looking moves and attacks. Now, granted, like I said, the boring, even though they're boringish, I thought the game was fun still. Like I said, it's a good. Like I said, I love card games, so it has like a good strategy. It has a good way. It has a good pace of playing, and the game, like I said, overall, is a nice looking game. It's pretty like 2D graphics, very good art style. The robots are cool. They don't talk, so that's not like the one negative about the game. There's no voice actor, there's no voicing. There's just mostly move, like just generic sounds. So that's still pretty much the whole game. It's like me. But that's the way the game is. Like I said, you can't. There's no talking. Like they talk, but you have to read. You can't just. They're not gonna tell you about the thing there. You can just skip to the story, which I'm kind of doing. I kind of don't know what the hell I'm doing in general, but I'm just having fun playing the game. Like I said, the game, like to me, I said the story to me doesn't matter. Like I said, you guys are doing a quest. You guys are going on an adventure. You guys, that's all I know. You guys are stopping these bad guys from like raiding the people and trying to take people like pretty much as robot slaves, and you're pretty much trying to stop them. That's all I know. Everything else, I'm just like, you know what? I just want to play this game, enjoy it, and get my damn cards. Like I said, when you play the game, the goal is pretty much to beat the opponent and try to get your chains off. Chains is with the multiple, like you do multiple attacks. Now, if you can't do a chain, might as well just attack with what you have because you build off energy, which you will need eventually. Like I said, cards get more expensive in the later game. Like I said, this card just costs like four, even maybe hopefully even maybe 4 or 5. Maybe there's like ultimate cards. I don't know. I'm not that far in to tell you too much on the game. I just know the game is fucking fun. This game is very fun. It's very addicting, and the music, unfortunately, is you can't hear it. Like the music in this game it slaps. It's really good. Like it's like nothing like it has like this hard like not hard rock but like this rockish type of music that's really really good. And when you're playing it, you're playing by yourself. Like I noticed myself bumping into it. Like, oh man, this is like some good music. Like, I like a big fan. Like, I'm a big fan of music. Well, depending if it's good or not, especially game music. So the game had the music is amazing. The character designs are cool. I don't know. Like I said, so far I only have these three that you're seeing, and like I said, I got like new weapons for them, and they have like different. They have like different attacks. But I'm not that far deep into it to show you like ultimate techniques or these like super specials. But the game is fun nonetheless. This game is like I said, $25 on the Switch at the moment. It's not on anything else yet. I normally these games, I said normally, the games normally come on PS4. I know that for a fact. I'm not sure it's gonna come out for Xbox, maybe PC, hopefully. But like I said, the game's cool. Like I said, you level up, you get materials, and like I said, you play. Like I said, the way that you get cards in the game is only two ways. You either get cards through chests, you get cards through the merchant. Now you can either you normally have to before you buy them. The only way to really buy them is for one, you gotta get enough money after killing enough enemies, and you have to get enough material as well to get the card. That's it, depending on the card you want. Like if it's an ice ability for your mage, some type of like powerful strike for your warrior, or some type of healing effect for your frog. Depending on what it is, or poison or anti healing or whatever hell. Depending on that, that depends on how much scrap materials, money you can also buy, like I said, when you buy weapons, like I said, they change the way you play the game. Like I said, they give you, aside from like just the strength, magic bonus, they also give you new abilities, taking away the ability that you had before. So, like, you have to really think what you want before you put it. Now, cards don't change your attack. The only thing that changes your attack is is the weapon. So that's the only good thing. So you can mix and match. You can have your mage as an ultimate healer, or you can have her straight like a damage dealer. You can have like the frog as like it's like the guardian, kind of like a tank, like taking all the hits and blocking people. And like I said, they're just different builds. Like I said, the warrior is kind of cool because he has like a lot of self healing abilities. So you kind of have him like just go all insane and doing like the most damage. And that's it. The game is really just fun. I highly recommend this game. Like I said, if you like you're into card games, if you like RPGs, this is pretty much the fucking beautiful mix of both. There's not many good RPGs, especially there's not many good card games of RPGs like them. Like I said, this is like I don't know if it's the first of its kind, but it's the first of its kind that's really good. Like I said, the last one that's been really good was Slay the Spire, and that's amazing. But Slay the Spire is more of a roguelike. It's more of like, hey, you go build your random deck, you fight random enemies, it changes every time. This is like this has a story. You know, this is more of like a traditional RPG, but this looks like a little bit card mechanics, which, like I said, at first it's confusing. I said, and also the game is not easy. Like I said, the game is actually pretty challenging. They do hit hard, and the game does make you think, which I like. The game is just not like a walk in the park. You can't just pick random cards and just do whatever. And if you don't worry about overkilling enemies, because the cool thing about the game is that if an enemy is about to die and you do like a hit that does like 30 damage, and they have only 30 damage, they die, and you're about to do another attack to the same enemy, the game is smart enough to know just to auto attack on the next being there. So that's kind of cool. So you don't just waste an attack and just attack air. You do attack something, even if it's something you don't want to attack. So like I said, it's random who you attack, but it's still cool that the game also lets you like just attack whatever. You also like I said the cards. Unlike Slade Spire, the card whatever you pick gets reshuffled. Everything else stays in your hand. So that's another interesting way of like kind of picking what cards you want to save and what cards you want to like throw away. Like I said, you're gonna see me going through different arcs. Is this I'm just trying to show you like a little bit of the story. Well, not most. I'm showing you no story because I'm speeding through it. But I'm just kind of showing you the gameplay, just showing the way the game it is. Like I said, you fight your enemies, you get your card. That's the Dark Souls healing right there. That's like the bonfire. You don't heal, you don't save through there, but you heal, and like I said, enemies come back. You buy your cards through this lady if you want, depending on what kind of cards. The lady tells you what, well, the cards tell you what it does, and you just pick. You pretty much pick your poison. You pick what you want. So it's really cool. And like I said, the game is really just fun. Like the game is just addicting. The music's good. The character designs are cool. Like I said, and like I said, it doesn't feel like too much of a card game. It feels like more of a traditional RPG. The cards are just something they just have, and that's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, depending like on what you want to build, you can kind of play around. And if you don't like the cards you have, you could just always switch them out, or you can always pick different cards. Now, I think the maximum deck has 8 cards per person, so that's like pretty much the max you can have. I think the max also is like three three people, but keep in mind, still early in the game. I don't have a fourth person, so I can't tell you. I don't know if you get a fourth person. I don't know. I'm still early in the game. I was playing the game and I really wanted this game. And when I got the code for free, I was like, oh shit, this is good. So just wanted to break it down really quick. Listen, this is a really quick breakdown because the game is very simple to understand. It's a card game. It's an RPG. It's turn based. It's very fun. If this is not your type of game, you're gonna know immediately by watching this game. If this is your type of game, I do highly recommend picking this up for the Nintendo Switch. Like I said, it's portable too. That's also a beautiful part. Also, keep in mind, I know I didn't say at the beginning, but hopefully by now you know. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the game and the breakdown. Try something a little different. Keep in mind, if you don't comment, you know, like I said, comment and share, subscribe to get the game for free. Only one copy. Like I said, I'm not that rich. Only one copy goes for free, and it's whoever comments, if you share it, and if you're a subscriber. So hopefully, if you do all three, which is really easy, you have a chance to get in this game for free. I'll mail it to you or give you a gift card, whatever the hell you want to do, and then from there we'll figure it out. But like I said, it's $25 on Steam if you are interested. I mean, on Nintendo Switch. It may be coming to other platforms soon, but I don't know when. I just know it's on for the Switch now. But until then, guys, I'll see you next time.